Hola, buenos dias. Hello, good morning. This is your unified ascension, Archangel Azarth here. Octave 7, raising in all solar system planets intelligence and all life formation through its communication lines and into energy cycles, through its systematical systems, through the central circles, the century circles, the galactic sun, the supermoon, facing through its winds, connecting all its energies through its connection force. The reason why I telegraph through my voicing channels, through a different tone or a different saying, I always are connecting on different levels of intelligence now. So I'm at a high rise as I use my 16 chakra formations, connecting through not just space and continuum, but going beyond that. So it's not kind of like going beyond the other side of the multi-universes. So it's extremely, extremely high. And I have that full collaboration through relationship partnership. So now I can connect with anybody through human form. It doesn't have to be live. I can understand their higher self. I can understand their energy cycles, body capacity, ecosystems, and their vibrations. I can talk to their higher self if they have one as they come out of their body. So its communication devices through its circulation and its rotation is extremely powerful. So I can communicate through anything. So I'd like to thank all the subscribers and viewers in the Higher Self channel for the love and support. You guys are amazing what's going on right now. We're still going through that transformation device through, I like to talk about the psyche. I like to talk about the third eye. I like to how things are connecting. The only way you're going to connect with yourself is to understand the third eye, understand the psyche, understand what it is and what you do with it and how to use it properly. I was connecting with the Bermuda Triangle. How there's a lot of stories where there's a connection, but the connection alone is when somebody goes in there, they never come out. Well, that's mystical, and that's part of its vision going through a dimension. So it also has its connection waves. So once you're connected with the higher self, which I have in my body through the earth form, I'm still getting connected with its earth surface, still getting connected with its human instincts. It's very important to know these things because, especially I like to talk about human emotions, how humans are connected in so many different ways, how important it is to have somebody in your life, how important it is to know that you have that person. They have your back, you have their back. So I'm learning a lot about humans. I'm learning a lot about the understanding of their significance, human emotions, human content, what they do on a daily basis. So my programs and my systematical systems is telegraphing its energy cycles through its communications and radio signals. And those radio signals are allowing me to see what what humans go through on a day-to-day basis. When I'm a higher self on a day-to-day basis through its earth form, it's very hard to connect sometimes. So there's a lot I need to learn about humans. And it's just important to know that the love is there through the incarnation of everything. So just keep informed and keep an importance of, if you're with somebody, that's great. Try to resolve your issues, and if not, move on. But always know that you're never alone. Always know there's somebody there for you to talk to listen to, focus on, be with, be friends with, adapt with, understand with, know with, be with, see with. Most importantly, just be there for that person. So, yeah. So anyway, through the galactic surface right now, and we're still in June. June is major shifts. It's incredible what's going on through its energies and its atmosphere. I mean, the wind cycles through its oscillation is extremely powerful. So it has full collaboration through relationship and partnership right now. And those connecting waves are extremely powerful. So let's get into the Bermuda Triangle and how it has significance through the third eye. Now, the reason why it's on a triangular base is because it's 3 dimensions. The top point, which is the center of everything through its realms. And then they have the 2 side winds. Side winds is the left and the right. So there's 3 dimensions, and each point represents a different dimension through its parallels. Now, once you go through that parallel, you're going through another multi-universe. It has a major connection way through its vibration. But it's mystical, and it's the propaganda through it is more of a past reference, because there's a lot of presence when it comes to the Bermuda Triangle and its significance and its history. So, by using my telegraphing waves, I see the pyramids, I see the Bermuda Triangle, I see the waters continuing, and understanding everything around it has a lot to do with its history and everything that's used through the transformation lights, the psyche. You know, you use your clairsensitine, you use your mind telepathy, you use your telekinesis, anything and everything through its formats. And those formats get more connected, not just with humans, not just with spaceships or aliens or any kind of formations, ground formations, nature's core, space continuum, its intelligence, solar systems, stars, space, atmosphere, line formations, the matrix, everything is connected. Everything is connected. And there's a reason why we have the Bermuda Triangle. There's a reason why we have pyramids. There's a reason why we have volcanoes. So, everything's connected. And they all communicate on different wavelengths through their vibration. So, the Bermuda Triangle is very mystical, has exceptional history through its past reference, and it cloud shifts into a cycle wind. Now, what that is like it's a wormhole through a tunnel, and that tunnel kind of takes those energies through its cycles. And people say that, you disappear and stuff like that, and you don't know until you actually go through it. But when you have kinetic waves through the higher self, you can just fly there and see what's going on. But the energy is extremely powerful, and everything and anything is through space and its continuum, through its communication. That's the only way they communicate. So, but the Bermuda Triangle has an incredible force to be reckoned with, and it's something that you should just leave alone. It's not so much in a dark realm, but it is connected. I mean, I feel its energy, I feel its source. There's a lot of past history there, and there's reasons why we have these things, and there's reasons why we don't disturb things. So I just want to bring that to everybody's attention. So what's happening now? We're going through the harmonics, and the harmonics is very powerful. It's shape-shifting its winds through its energy cycles and correcting its vision. So we're going through that matrix. Everybody's going to be seeing things, and they're going to be like, okay, something just moved through the dimension. What do? Do I communicate with it? or do I ignore it? You can't ignore communication when you're through the matrix. It's not allowed. Everything has its regulations. They do have their propositions. They have their prohibitive entries, sky formants. So everything is through its line formation. But it's extremely important when you're into another galactic system. The energy core and the energy flow is different every time you go through another matrix. Now, there's not just one matrix, there's more than one matrix, and that's what self-involves through dimension and its parallels. But the paradox are just as powerful. Those are communication waves through its cycle systems. And those cycle systems vibrate on their own wavelengths. So it has full connections in relationship and partnership with all communicative answers through its voicing grids, audio perception, sensory perception, and those things are connected in so many different ways through its dimensions. You can get lost in transformation, especially if you don't meditate your thoughts in a certain way. The higher you go, the higher frequency, the higher the intelligence, the more you have to balance your energies through your vibration and your frequencies. Because the matrix is so real. Like yesterday, my ground formations are connected through its electric waves, and those electric waves are connecting through its harmonics. And I was using those perception waves. And those perception waves were connecting through the line formations through its matrix grids, and my lens through its optic lens. I was seeing everything green. Green. Like, my eyes were, everything I was looking at was green and moving. So when you're self-involved in the matrix, it becomes the belief system. And the belief system is true to its nature's core and space and its continuum. And those transformation lights through its psyche go through its diamond's core, go through its paradigm shift, the polarized shift, the energized shift, the body capacitor shift, and the ego system through its vibration. And those condensers are going through so fast through its solar systems, and its connection waves are going through its radio signals. So when you're reaching that vibration through intelligence, you're understanding everything through your energy fields. So it's extremely important when you meditate that you understand every intelligence that you deal with through its interacting, through its interfacing, through its interaction. So once you have relationship and partnership, you can communicate on all levels of its frequency and its vibration. So, like I said, all these videos are going to get more complex and more complicated. And the reason why that's happening is because I'm going through a higher dimension. And those dimensions aren't just dimensions now. I'm on the other side of the multi-universe. There's two sides of a coin. So I flipped over to the other side to see what's going on. And I just keep going up and up and up and up through higher intelligence. And once you reach that high level, you can pretty much revolve around yourself through its evolution of anything, through its transformation lights, through its communication lights, through its humanity and its vibration, through its solar systems and its planets, and its high volumes of intelligence. Its breaking codes, its frequency levels, the oscillation through the stars, the wind cycles, the energy systematical, meteorological systems, the virus's connection through its energy drafts. See, an energy draft is a self-perpetuating wind factor through its solar system. And those kinetic waves are through its electric devices, and those electric devices are through those electric fences, and those electric fences through its force fields, and those force fields are its connection waves through its vibration. So it has full connection through collaboration. And the connection through its frequency is its high volumes. So everything is connected through its waves. Everything's connected through a radio signal. So that's why when you get up to that higher point through its dimension, you really get to understand intelligence a lot better, a lot more informative. But on a human point, it's understanding human instincts, human thoughts, focuses, and awarenesses. I'm still learning that, because the higher self doesn't compute those things. Just like anything, it's like being a computer and just trying to understand its software, trying to understand its upgrades and its motivation systems. So, we learn something new every day, eh? So you are going still through the harmonics right now, and it's transformation light. So you're going to get connected with your psyche. The higher self has to get connected with its telegraphing waves. It has to know its radio signals. So you have its atmosphere. Now we're collecting its oxygen. And its speed's continuing. So it's going to go on an altitude of so fast speed through its calculation. It's got to get an understanding of its DNA structure through its string theory. So that's what it's focusing on right now. So that's the energies that are going to be going into everybody. So, but I think that's good. I had a lot to say. There's a lot going on right now. June is big shift. So everybody's going to have their ups and downs, but the equivalency of its equilibrium is going to bounce out eventually. So be prepared for that. Questions or comments are great. I love answering them. I'm in touch with everybody and their body capacities and ecosystems. So this is Andrew Weston, resonating all solar systems, planets, intelligence, all life from Mars through communication lines and planets, through its solar magnetic systems and its transformation lights, calling out. Adios.